100 ways to ask when in Filipino. When in Tagalog is kailan. Kailan is often shortened as Kailan in Tagalog conversation and online. It is also sometimes spelled with a Y, but in this lesson we will use the standard spelling, and that is with an I. Kailan. Let's now use kailan in a sentence. Kailan ka babalik? Kailan ka babalik? Meaning, when are you coming back? Kailan ka umalis? Kailan ka umalis? When did you leave? Kailan tayo mag-uumpisa? Kailan tayo mag-uumpisa? When do we start? Kailan nangyari yun? Kailan nangyari yun? When did it happen? Kailan mo gustong kumain? Kailan mo gustong kumain? When do you want to eat? Kailan ka ipinanganak? Kailan ka ipinanganak? When were you born? Kailan kayo nagpakasal? Kailan kayo nagpakasal? When did you get married? Kailan ang meeting? Kailan ang meeting? When is the meeting? Hanggang kailan? Hanggang kailan? Meaning, until when? Sinabi niya ba kung kailan? Sinabi niya ba kung kailan? Did he or she say when? Kailan ka manganganak? Kailan ka manganganak? When are you due? Kailan kami puwedeng lumipat? Kailan kami puwedeng lumipat? When can we move in? Kailan mo ako babayaran? Kailan mo ako babayaran? When are you going to pay me back? Kailan ang bakasyon mo? Kailan ang bakasyon mo? When is your vacation? Kailan ka puwede? Kailan ka puwede? When are you free or when are you available? Kailan ang kaarawan mo? Kailan ang kaarawan mo? When is your birthday? Kailan magsisimula ang party? Kailan magsisimula ang party? When does the party start? Kailan ka pupunta sa Pilipinas? Kailan ka pupunta sa Pilipinas? When are you coming to the Philippines? Kailan tayo huling nagkita? Kailan tayo huling nagkita? When was the last time we met? Kailan ang susunod na flight pa Puerto Princesa? Kailan ang susunod na flight pa Puerto Princesa? When is the next flight to Puerto Princesa? Kailan mo ibabalik ang payong ko? Kailan mo ibabalik ang payong ko? When are you going to return my umbrella? Kailan to? Kailan to? When is it or when is this? You may also replace to with yan, which means that. Kailan yan? When is that? Kailan ang pasahan nito? Kailan ang pasahan nito? When is it due or when is this due? Pasahan means submission or submission date. This sentence can also be translated into when is the deadline, but since there's no Tagalog word for deadline, we use pasahan. Kailan ang pasahan nito? Kailan ka pupunta sa bahay? Kailan ka pupunta sa bahay? When are you coming over to my place? Kailan ka dumating? Kailan ka dumating? When did you arrive or when did you get here? Kailan ka umuwi? Kailan ka umuwi? When did you go home? Kailan magsisimula ang palabas? Kailan magsisimula ang palabas? When does the show start? Kailan matatapos ang The Crown? Kailan matatapos ang The Crown? When does The Crown end? Kailan ka ba magbabago? Kailan ka ba magbabago? When are you going to change? Kailan ka ba matututo? Kailan ka ba matututo? When are you gonna learn? Kailan mo ginawa to? Kailan mo ginawa to? When did you make this or when did you do this? Kailan ka huling nagpa-check up? Kailan ka huling nagpa-check up? When was the last time you had a medical checkup? Kailan ka huling kumain? Kailan ka huling kumain? When was the last time you ate? Kailan ka huling nag-sushi? Kailan ka huling nag-sushi? When was the last time you had sushi? Kailan ba matatapos to? Kailan ba matatapos to? When is this over? Kailan kita pwedeng makita? Kailan kita pwedeng makita? When can I see you? Kailan tayo pwedeng magkita? Kailan tayo pwedeng magkita? When can we meet? Kailan ka aalis? Kailan ka aalis? When are you leaving? Kailan sila dadating? Kailan sila dadating? When are they coming? Kung hindi ngayon, kailan? Kung hindi ngayon, kailan? If not now, then when? Alam mo ba kung kailan? Alam mo ba kung kailan? Do you know when? Kailan mo nalaman? Kailan mo nalaman? When did you find out? Kailan mo kailangan to? Kailan mo kailangan to? When do you need this? Kailan mo binili? Kailan mo binili? When did you buy it? Kailan ka kadalasang pumupunta sa palengke? Kailan ka kadalasang pumupunta sa palengke? When do you usually go to the market? Kailan ako dapat uminom ng paracetamol? Kailan ako dapat uminom ng paracetamol? Meaning, when should I take paracetamol? Kailan darating ang susunod na bus? Kailan darating ang susunod na bus? When does the next bus arrive? Kailan magbubukas ang tindahan? Kailan magbubukas ang tindahan? When does the store open? Kailan aalis ang eroplano? Kailan aalis ang eroplano? When does the plane leave? Tuwing kailan ang almusal? Tuwing kailan ang almusal? When is breakfast usually served? Kailan ka pupunta rito? Kailan ka pupunta rito? When will you be here or when are you coming over? In spoken Filipino, dito is more often used than rito, regardless if the preceding word ends with a vowel or a consonant, so you don't have to stress over it. You can freely use dito at any time. Kailan ka pupunta dito? Kailan mo malalaman ang resulta ng exam? Kailan mo malalaman ang resulta ng exam? When will you know the results of the exam? Kailan matatapos yun? Kailan matatapos yun? When does it end? Kailan ka ba titigil? Kailan ka ba titigil? When will you stop? Kailan mo ako tatawagan? Kailan mo ako tatawagan? When are you going to call me? Kailan ka nagpunta roon? Kailan ka nagpunta roon? When did you go there? Kailan mo balak mag-asawa? Kailan mo balak mag-asawa? When do you plan to get married? Kailan pa? Kailan pa? Since when? Kailan ang kaarawan ni Ina? Kailan ang kaarawan ni Ina? When is Ina's birthday? Kailan ide-deliver ang order ko? Kailan ide-deliver ang order ko? When will my order be delivered? Kailan ka nagba-basketball? Kailan ka nagba-basketball? When do you play basketball? Kailan tayo magla-land? Kailan tayo magla-land? When are we going to land? The Tagalog word for will land is lalapag. So you may also say, kailan tayo lalapag? But since it's too formal, I think kailan tayo magla-land sounds better. Kailan mo binili ang bag na to? Kailan mo binili ang bag na to? When did you buy this bag? Kailan ka nagtrabaho sa Brazil? Kailan ka nagtrabaho sa Brazil? When did you work in Brazil? Kailan magsisimula ang fireworks? Kailan magsisimula ang fireworks? When do the fireworks start? Kailan ko dapat ibalik ang kotse? Kailan ko dapat ibalik ang kotse? When should I return the car? Kailan mo ako gustong bumalik dito? Kailan mo ako gustong bumalik dito? When do you want me back here? Kailan maaluan para sa'yo? Kailan maaluan para sa'yo? When is it convenient for you? Kailan kayong dalawa nagsimulang mag-date? Kailan kayong dalawa nagsimulang mag-date? When did you two start dating? Kailan tayo kakain? Nagugutom na ako. Kailan tayo kakain? Nagugutom na ako. When are we eating? I'm hungry. Kailan ka babalik sa Saudi Arabia? Kailan ka babalik sa Saudi Arabia? When are you going back to Saudi Arabia? Kailan mo lilinisin ang bahay? Kailan mo lilinisin ang bahay? When are you going to clean the house? Kailan tayo pupunta sa Siargao? Kailan tayo pupunta sa Siargao? When are we going to Siargao? Kailan ka pwedeng magsimula? Kailan ka pwedeng magsimula? When can you start? Kailan ang flight mo? Kailan ang flight mo? When is your flight? Kailan ka natanggal sa trabaho? Kailan ka natanggal sa trabaho? When were you fired? Kailan mo tinanong si Carlos? Kailan mo tinanong si Carlos? When did you ask Carlos? Kailan mo nakausap si Malcolm? Kailan mo nakausap si Malcolm? When did you speak with Malcolm? Kailan mo sasabihin sa akin? Kailan mo sasabihin sa akin? When are you going to tell me? Kailan magsasara ang restaurant? Kailan magsasara ang restaurant? When does the restaurant close? Kailan mo nakita ang peklat ko? Kailan mo nakita ang peklat ko? When did you see my scar? Kailan kayo unang nagkakilala? Kailan kayo unang nagkakilala? When did you first meet? Kailan ka matatapos sa trabaho? Kailan ka matatapos sa trabaho? When will you finish work? Kailan ang anibersaryo nyo? Kailan ang anibersaryo nyo? When is your anniversary? Kailan ka bibili ng bagong sapatos? Kailan ka bibili ng bagong sapatos? When are you going to buy a new pair of shoes? Kailan ka aalis papuntang Canada? Kailan ka aalis papuntang Canada? When will you leave for Canada? Kailan ka nagtapos? Kailan ka nagtapos? When did you graduate? Kailan mo to natanggap? Kailan mo to natanggap? When did you receive this? Kailan mo ipinadala? Kailan mo ipinadala? When did you send it? Kailan namatay si Papay? Kailan namatay si Papay? When did Papay pass away? Kailan ang libing? Kailan ang libing? When is the funeral? Kailan mo bibisitahin si Clarita? Kailan mo bibisitahin si Clarita? When will you visit Clarita? Kailan ang susunod na World Cup? Kailan ang susunod na World Cup? When is the next World Cup? Kailan mo aayusin ang TV natin? Kailan mo aayusin ang TV natin? When are you going to fix our TV? Kailan yon? Kailan yon? When was it or when was that? Kailan ka magpapabakuna? Kailan ka magpapabakuna? When will you get vaccinated? Kailan mo ako sasagutin? Kailan mo ako sasagutin? When are you going to give me your answer? Kailan mo planong magretiro? Kailan mo planong magretiro? When do you plan to retire? Kailan mo ako tuturuang mag-chess? Kailan mo ako tuturuang mag-chess? When will you teach me how to play chess? Kailan mo sisimulan ang pag-aaral ng Tagalog? Kailan mo sisimulan ang pag-aaral ng Tagalog? Meaning, when will you start learning Tagalog?